Welcome back, folks, to World of Warships Legends. I'm Soopa-Dave, and today's great battle is gonna be a great battle. This is from what I can tell anyway, the a new arena base XP record, and that was a lot harder to find because I'm not really a guy that pays attention to world records. But when you see this base XP, I was trying to find what the world record was, and um, I beat it by quite a bit from what I could tell. So, well, definitely at bare minimum the most base XP I've ever had in a match. Um, Now, granted, it won't count like the standard ones, but this is still a pretty cool match, and it's in the Minnesota. And I love this ship. One thing to note, guys, you see, I only have 69,000 health. In this match, I only this is just after I made the guide for Minnesota, the how to play guide. So I only had a couple matches in this. All I had was a range upgrade in this. I didn't have the hull. You can see I have like no health. I have like 20 knot speed, so I didn't have any ship upgrades on this. I just had the one range one, and that's it. And so the fact of what I do is kind of even cooler in my eyes because of I'm going up against ships with like 80 and almost 90,000 health. uh, with that being said, though, I love the Minnesota. This ship might I like the Kansas and Montana a lot. And Marlboro, I love them ships a lot. Them probably my favorite battleships, Hyuga and whatnot. But Minnesota might take the cake for me after this match. The more I play Minnesota, the more I realize it's a jacked up Kansas. It has, more health, more AP damage. It's fun ship, man, and they have the same accuracy. It has the same accuracy as Kansas, so a little different guns. They have a little bit more AP, but they are 16 inches, and they have the same accuracy sigma as Kansas. And you guys will actually see the how to play builds on this and like the Dreadnought Battleship here coming up next week. I've already recorded them. And have them uploaded and scheduled. So the video on Minnesota will be coming out. Now, this actually happened afterward. This happened yesterday morning. So chronologically, that'll be messed up when you guys see that. So the how-to guide was actually, I did make before this video. But just want to say, I love this ship, and it's a lot of fun. Even upgraded. I'm not in arena to win arena or be awesome or nothing like that. I just do it I do a couple matches just to get the rewards of it. And this is one of them. And as you can see, Republic and something, we haven't seen what it is yet, are getting in a fight. And you are going to see that damage right there. Remember, that's all the damage that was done before I start firing in this match. Because that's going to be interesting later. So we're going to go ahead and take a shot. No point in not taking a shot while I'm spotted. And you can see this guy he's super worried about whatever's to the left. Now, at this moment, I didn't realize what it was. It's a Soyuz over to the right. And we're going to go ahead, and he's going to make a turn. And I don't have the Republic. So my favorite thing is when I get a ship is look at the armor schemes, because that's like really, one of my favorite things to do is to see where the weaknesses of the ship is. And apparently this ship cannot take a citadel at all unless it's in a weird spot. So you're going to see here, this guy is flat broadside. It does not get more broadside than this. And we take a shot here, and we get, out of the 12 shells, 10 of them hit, and 9 of them full pans. So we do really hit them hard, but no citadel, which caught me off guard. which was really interesting to me, to be honest with you. I thought that guy might not have been alive after that. I thought it was almost gonna be a magic trick there, a disappearing act. So you see, again, he's even turning a little bit towards me. I thought for sure he's gonna be gone, but nothing. um, but so I don't actually have the Republic, so it must be a tough ship. That's one ship I don't actually know a ton about, surprisingly. But I will learn about it for sure. And all of a sudden, you can see the Soyuz pop up. I aim a little bit farther to get under that front turret, and I got the right spot there. That's the Citadel, almost on every battleship. If you get that shot, uh, you're gonna be fine. Now this Soyuz, um, I was actually a little bit nervous about him because he was angled just enough to make this tough. And the Soyuz, so if you guys remember, I don't know if I still do, but up until like the last time I checked, I still had the world record on the sister ship to this, the Rosaya, or the Rasia. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a sister ship to that. And I know that ship can be really extremely tanky when angled correctly. But there's a point where this ship it that that Soyuz is not tanky anymore. It'll go from being like one of the tankiest ships if you have it angled right to just absolutely being able to wreck the broadside of it. So right here, he's actually angled a little bit better than I thought, and as you're gonna see, uh, I only get 2 shells on target. Kind of get unlucky there. And actually, I was not sure if he was coming out or stopping, to be honest. So this guy seems like a cautious player. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to take another shot here. And I'll be honest, I thought he was just going to stay right here. And I thought this was almost the angle where I could get him, right? Because it's really close to this angle where all of a sudden the Soyuz is just able to be destroyed. And he's going to back up behind the island because he's losing his angle to me. And he knew it, and I kind of knew it. So we're gonna make the turn out, because there's no point in, for me, I'd rather just have him come out and actually fight. So I'm going to turn out right here. And I want to be careful because we did get the Republic, and I know the Marlboro is somewhere because the Marlboro is the other ship. And since these guys are both off to my left, Marlboro has to be off to the right somewhere. Although, with enough time, he could be across the map. And you can see that kind of forces the Soyuz out. And it's going to go ahead and come out, and um, we're going to get turned back out. And the reason I turned back out here, guys, if you're wondering, is that Marlboro's out there to my left now that I've turned, and I don't want to be fighting 2 ships at one time with only 69,000 health. Like I don't have the health upgrade on the ship yet at the time of this, so I don't need to be doing that. Like that's not a good smart thing to do, But anyway, Soyuz is gonna go ahead and talk about what I showed, and you guys want to see a magic trick? There's a newly created submarine right there, magic trick. Now you see me, now you don't. He is gone. And that is, like I said, the Soyuz is an absolutely tough ship. And it's a fun ship to play. But you get there to a point where you're not angled anymore, and that ship will do that every time. It's the same thing as the Marlboro to me. And also, guys, I know he that's not probably a particularly well thought out move on his part. And this Marlboro's going to have a little bit of issues too. Everybody has a bad day, guys. I don't want to rip on these guys or make them look bad or feel bad. You know, that was a rough turn, or that was probably not what that guy wanted to do, or he probably thought maybe he was angled enough. I'm not sure, but we've all been caught. We've all been there. I don't want to make fun of them. We've all had that day. If you guys don't think I don't get depth struck a few every once in a while, I absolutely do, and every player does. So I don't like ripping on other players. Um, but you know, he made a mistake. He got caught. It happens. Marlboro's gonna Marlboro's gonna make a mistake too. That's gonna cost him. So, um, yeah, there is the Marlboro off to our right, who has done a good job of not getting a war to this point, and he's gonna go ahead and come up. So I actually thought he was gonna come out from behind that mountain um, over there to the right, or hide behind it, to be honest, which would have been a bad play. Um, or to try to make somebody come to you. But you're gonna see he actually turns completely in here, and we're gonna go ahead and try to get a couple shells on him. And again, like the Russo, people don't realize how tanky the Marlboro can be. I've shown it in the how-to guide, but it's not tanky when it's broadside. I can assure you that. And so he's going to go in. And this is the point where I'm like, oh, wow, I could have a really good match here because uh, I have literally done all the damage to every ship in this match outside of like one salvo that they shot at each other early on. Um, so he's going to keep coming up. I thought he was going to slow down. I think this guy might have. Yeah, we all have a bad day, guys. So I'm not sure what this guy was thinking. I thought maybe he thought I was faster and was going to hide because I had the damage, because I had the kills. In a tiebreaker scenario, the kills win an arena. And I thought maybe he thought I was just going to run away since I had the win, but I'm in the Minnesota and I love this ship. So, spotted, exactly. I point my guns. We're going to go ahead and shoot. And he's going to get super lucky right there. I thought for sure I was going to get a Citadel there. And you can see his guns are pointed forward. So I think he thought I was going to be running. They're pointed a little bit forward. And that thing is slow turrets. But anyway, we're going to do another magic trick here. And he is gone. So, pretty crazy. I don't do much arena. I just did it to get the some of the awards in it. The participation awards. That's all I was really doing. As you can see, that was my second battle ever. But as you can see, 52-17 base XP. Pretty crazy. I love this ship. And granted, guys, like I said, let's not rip on them guys. The Soyuz or the Marlboro. Everybody has a bad day and gets caught, and that happens. But for me, it accumulated in about the most flawless game a person could have. Now, could I have played a little bit better? Yeah, but I personally did all the damage on the entire map outside of that one salvo between them two players. So I did absolutely everything I could to win this match, and I had about as good as a game as a person could have in a 4v4. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, folks, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.